Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Check it out. Today we have the 12 bar and the cage for my 2021 MT-07 on the road to gold, baby. Oh, let me turn around so the sunshine can hit my face and you guys can see, you know, some slight imperfections. Anyways, let's hop right into it. Today's video, I've had a ton of different ideas on how I want to structure this. Do I want it to be a tutorial? Do I want it to be a normal vlog? I think I'm gonna go for a tutorial because there's no tutorials on YouTube on how to install this on a 2021, and yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. Here's what we're at right now. This is my 2021 MT-07. We got it wrapped chrome gold. There's 108 miles on it right now. I'll give you guys the rest of the rundown in the full bike video, which should be the next video up on the channel. Next Friday, the bike will be fully done. And oh man, I just got this crash cage powder coated in 12 bar matte black. Full Metal Stunts does offer powder coating, but it's more of a glossy black, and there's a bunch of other colors too, but I wanted matte, so there we go. And then I sort of tried my best to match the chrome gold. I got these powder coated at BMF Metalworks. So without further ado, first thing you gotta do, I did already do this, but it is not a hard challenge. You need to take off your rear sets. It's literally 2 bolts on both sides. You got those 2. And then over here, there is another little bolt that holds up your brake reservoir, and that is an 8mm. These are, I don't even know. It's that Allen wrench. But now, we have to take off this back seat and kind of separate the tail a little bit, because our plate goes in here, I believe. I was about to be one of those tutorials that I hate and just start working and then kind of do check-ins, but I kind of need to run this as someone like me 6 months ago who has never worked on a bike before. So, to pop your back seat off, put your key in here, twist your key, pop the seat off, and then there is a couple tools under your back seat. I am personally using like my own Allen wrenches just because I like them a little better, but there will be 2 Allen wrench bolts that you just have to take off right back here. I know to most people that work on bikes, this is very self-explanatory, but odds are someone out there is trying and they've never worked on a bike before. So I'm gonna try to be as in-depth as possible. Take these 2 bolts out and then the seat just comes right off. Alright, seat's off, and as to my knowledge, we don't need to take all of this off. We just need enough room for back here to kind of flop out a little bit. So I'm going to take off this Allen wrench right here on both sides, or Allen bolt, excuse me. And then we have a little guy in here underneath this cover. You kind of just have to pull this rubber piece up. There you go. And there exposes that bolt. So we're going to take off the Allen bolts, this bolt, and this bolt. And I'm pretty sure that's all we have to do on each side. Just 3 bolts. Whoa, hello? Cool, yeah. Alright, since I'm making this a noob tutorial, there is one more Allen bolt back here that I just kind of forgot about, and that's on both sides as well. And these bolts are a 12mm socket. I mean, you can use a wrench if you want, but a socket's going to make your life a lot easier. Alright, after those Allen wrenches are out, you can kind of just pull on the sides, and they're loose now. Both sides, there you go. And there is a little rubber thing up here, so don't lose that. It's kind of nice. Up next, we need to put our little, well, big metal, like, nut piece up in here. I believe it goes 1, 2, 3, and 4 right there. Let me try to set the camera up so you guys can see this process. I know, guys, very, very weird angle, but please work with me. I don't really have the greatest tripod yet. Alright, got a nice bag of bolts. Comes already all bagged up and labeled a rear, so that's huge shout to Full Metal Stunts, especially for us noob people. Anyways, we have that, and then this part here. Now, this is a bit off-centered, which is on purpose. The shorter side, which would be this side, I guess goes towards the front of the bike. So it would be like that, the shorter side towards the front. Back to this super awkward angle we got going on here. Alright guys, this came with like a ton of washers. Like you have like the lock ones and then some normal ones. I'm not exactly sure how that setup is supposed to look. I'm guessing you throw the lock one on and then a normal one on under it, like this. I don't know, but we're gonna do it. I think this is what makes sense to me. So I just throw it up here, put 1 bolt in, and kind of thread it in to right here. When you're down here on your bike, you'll clearly see the 4 spots that they go into. There is a couple extra holes, but your screws aren't going to go into them. I'm going to put all 4 of these in, and then we'll be back. Genuinely not too sure about my last angle, but here's how it looks when it's all installed. I do have to tighten up each of these, and then we'll be good to move on. All right, we got everything under here tightened up real nice. I did go ahead and use one of the ratchet Allen wrenches to get a little more leverage and just make sure they're tight. After all, someday I'll be standing on this, you know, doing wheelies, or at least hoping to get there someday, so I don't want it to fall off. And I'm a little, thick. Fat. I'm fat. It's okay. Anyways, guys, up next, we just gotta throw everything back together. So put it back where it goes, tighten everything back the same way we took it off. I'm not gonna record this part. If you forgot where the bolts go, just rewind the video and do it in reverse. I will say, when you're taking these off, there is a washer on everything, so make sure you don't lose that washer because it's probably pretty important. I did forget to mention, this is probably a lot easier with your wheels on. You don't have to take your wheels off to do this process. I just feel like someone could get a little turned off from the idea of buying this cage if they have to take off their wheels, especially if they're a new person that works on bikes. Anyways, next step, we have all this tightened up again, real nice. I did break this thing a little bit, which kind of sucked. And Madison, ta-da, is gonna hold this up since I can't rest it on the wheel, and I'm gonna put the main bolt in first, because I think that's gonna be the easiest way to do it. That's this guy right here, and you need a fat socket for it, which is right here. It says 15-16. Yeah, that's the size, I guess. Back a little bit, like towards me. Whoop, there you go. You can let it go, probably. Oh, you pinched my fingers. No. All right, let's tighten this up a little bit. We're not gonna tighten it all the way. That is loosening. Wow, that is unfortunate. All right, we're not gonna tighten it up all the way, and the bolts that came off of the rear sets are the same ones we're gonna use to put on, to attach it. Is it? There it is. Yeah! We just tighten these up, guys. We have our brake reservoir. This barely reaches, by the way, on this, it'll be all right, but it is a little bit of a tight stretch. I don't know if you need the little clip thing. I guess we'll use it because why not? We have it, so we might as well. And there we go, guys, a brake reservoir. Woo! It's a party over here. Now, I had that midget wrench. Was it this? I do think it was. Am I gonna get canceled for saying midget? I feel like some people might frown upon it. There we go, guys. Brake reservoir snugged up. Nice. Gotta still snug these and gotta do the other side. But you just repeat the process, so I don't think you need it on video. All right. We're back. Up next, step plate, which I don't know if I want to put on or not. I think I will just because it's gold and I'll have it for now. It does block a lot of my taillight here, but there is holes in it, I guess for that reason. So for this, the step plate and the titanium block cost extra. Just letting y'all know, you just throw them in like this, and these two screws screw right into the back of that. Really, really simple. Oh, my camera's almost dead. Oh no. Okay, guys, pegs. All you gotta do, take the peg, it comes with all the hardware. You take that bolt right there, which we're not focused on. And then you just kind of drop it in there like this and make it come out the bottom. And then you just put it on, pop, and attach the bolts back here. All right, it is noticeably later. Oh my gosh, the battery is red. Okay, so guys, listen, before the camera dies. This piece right here, front sprocket cover, okay? It sits on like that. You gotta take out the two top bolts and one on the bottom. Pops right off. There you go. And now we need to take off this bolt, which is where this part of the cage is gonna sit. All right, fellas. So I put this one back in, and forgot we got a whole bag of bolts. So this comes with the whole cage. This really long one goes right back here. It's gonna hold or connect both sides of the cage in the rear, right down here. If you can see this spot, I don't know if you can or not, but it's right in there. And then the two right here, pretty long ones, are gonna go in the front, this spot right here, the front middle, right there. And then the two shortest ones are gonna go right here in the top of the cage. And then there's another bag of bolts for the crossbars, which go down here is one of them. And I believe up through here is the other one. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten all of this side up, and then I'll show you guys kind of what we used, what we have, so you know what to do. All right, this side of the cage is on, real nice and sturdy. We did end up using the bolts that it comes with. We got two more right here. Of course, there would have been three, but it goes through. So this one bolt is for both sides of the bike. You go straight through. And the shorter one, this guy right here, goes in this slot right there. And the long one goes in this one. It also comes with this, which at first I thought was a puck for like the end, like one of the sliders, but it's a spacer. So you'll drop it right here. It's this shining piece right here. And you just drop it in there. It holds this right where it needs to be. All that's left is our crossbars, which are right here. The skinny one is gonna go on the top, right up here, all the way through the bike, without dropping it, hopefully. Make sure you go straight across, and it'll sit on the top of the frame just like that. And then you'll use these bolts in here to connect those. And then the fat bar right here will hold the two bottoms, just like this. So I'm gonna put these two on this side, and then we will start with the other side of the cage. All right, crossbars are on. The thin one right up here through this little triangle, this is like stock with the bike. This isn't anything you add on. Goes through this on both sides. We got that snug down on the other side. And then the bottom one just hangs off of like the bottom part of your frame. So now we're rinsing and repeating that process. This right here is gonna sit on like so. This back piece locks onto that little long bolt, just like that. Sits on there real good. I still have to take off the bolts from this side though, so I can't put it on just yet. But it sits just like this, and yeah, I guess I'll be back when it's on there. All right, so got the whole cage on and the 12 bar. It's looking pretty sick. I just figured out I need to tighten this. The pegs are a little loose, but no problem. We did have to take off this front sprocket cover. And I am kind of stupid because I put this is on. I should have put this on first. And then the bike's done. The cage is on, pretty sturdy. I can't shake it too much because that front stand scares me so much. Am I using it wrong? Like, I just feel like there's no way to lock it. So if the wheel turns, it just, oh, it's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. But all we gotta do, these 3 Allen wrench bolts, 1, 2, and 3, and then we're all done. And next video will be the completed bike with the new rims on it, everything like that. And it'll be my first time riding it since stock. So if we think about this, guys, I've done so much since stock, so much. The bike is gonna feel awesome. But I'm gonna throw this on, and then that's how you put on the Full Metal Stunts cage and 12 bar. Hopefully this video was better than all those other ones. I was trying out here, so hopefully this video was a little bit better. But guys, that's gonna wrap it up. Like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.